So I found lockers here where I could store my bags, and I've got my big bag, handbag, and the bottle of water here stowed. That's what the instructions are. So first open, insert baggage, insert money. For 6 hours is €3, which is quite reasonable. And then lock the door, and then the key would come out. Press the key, and just check if the door is locked, and we're ready to go. So I've put my bags in there. I'm just gonna lock it, and then I have to insert €3 in there. That's the locker number 1124, and I've got the key. I've locked my luggage in there, and I'm at the Munich station, the main station here in Munich, the Hauptbahnhof. So believe it or not, this is the first time I'm doing a hop and hop off tour in Europe. I've done one in New York, but very long time ago. I've taken a ticket which costs €25 per person, and it's got 3 sectors. I'm gonna sit on the bus and explain you more, because the bus is right behind me and it leaves very soon. So I'm gonna go on this and talk to you more about this hop on hop off tour here in top of the hop and hop off bus. First time in my life in Europe, and that's the city Sightseeing Munich. My ticket is valid for 24 hours, but I'm not here for 24. I've just got 4 hours in hand. This tour will last 1 hour, and I've taken the blue line. So there are 3 lines in there, as you can see, but I've taken the blue line, and it's going to drop me back at Hauptbahnhof, which is the same point where I am starting my journey in 1 hour. So once it brings me back, current time is 10:15. It's going to start at 10:30. So by 11:30 I should be back, and then I'll be able to take the next bus, which will take me for 1 more hour of tour if I still want to. Also, just before starting, they've given me headphones, and this headphones you can use. There's a slot here because they will be doing commentary in 10 different languages. You could select what language you prefer, and you'll have commentary in that language. Schwabing tour done. The bus is going to depart for a city tour now, which is the red line. So I'm going to go in the same bus for the city tour. So once it came back from the Schwabing tour, there was a 15-minute stop here and now we are off for city tour. So I'm gonna go and enjoy the tour. The only thing is they've covered the roof because it started drizzling, which is good for my hay fever because there wouldn't be much pollen, but not good for the city tour. But anyways, let's go and go. So I'm here at city center of Munich at the beautiful Marienplatz. The hop and hop of bus had an option to get off here. So I got off here and probably I'm going to take the next hop and hop off or else walk to the Hauptbahnhof after I'm done with the Marienplatz. It's a beautiful square and lots of tourists around, lots of locals, and people are having a good time here. Came out of Bucherer. They had 100 pieces of Rolex, which I've seen after a very, very long time, probably 2 years. Because any Rolex shop I go to, they do not have Rolex to sell. And there's a waiting list of at least 2 to 3 years. It was the same story here. I was super excited and I was very happy to see the watches there. And I quickly asked them if they are for sale, and they said no, it's exhibition only. So it's a pity what Rolex is doing currently. They're holding up market with their watches and they're not selling watches. If you need any Rolex watch, you need to wait minimum 2 to 3 years to get one. So I hope next year Rolex is going to normalize this, otherwise people are going to lose interest of Rolex watches. That's the same Bucherer which started in Lucerne and then in Interlaken, and now we've got Bucherer here in Munich. Whichever city I go to, I make a point to visit Louis Vuitton if I've got some time. Here I am in Munich, Louis Vuitton, and I didn't have to queue outside. There was no queue whatsoever. It's a very big store and they've got a lot of stock. So it's a good place to come if you're looking for good Louis Vuitton stuff.
I think I'm too close to you.
So it's 1:30. Time for me to make my way to the Hauptbahnhof because I've got to go to the airport from there. So I'll be taking the train to the airport and I will tell you more how does that work. For now I'm very pleased because I had a very nice morning here in Munich. Discovered all the main sites on the Hop and Hop bus, and later went down walking around the Marienplatz and seen my favorite shop, Louis Vuitton. Went to Bucherer very briefly, but again they didn't have any stock in there. Currently I'm walking down from Marienplatz to Hauptbahnhof, which takes 10 to 12 minutes, and I'm very pleased because it started drizzling. So it's put the pollen down and I'm feeling back to 90%. So I'm back at the storage, got my bags out. It just costed me €3 and I could have stored my bag up to 6 hours. Really convenient. I went for the city tour and now it's time to head to the airport. So I've got my ticket to the airport. It's €12 30 cents in fact, because we're in Europe. I'm just looking for a supermarket so I could grab some crisp and sandwich for the train. And let's go. This is the supermarket which I found at the train station. So I'm gonna quickly grab some crisp and sandwich and then off to my train. Now I'm at the Varma, the main railway station, platform 1, and my train to the airport arrives in 2 minutes. Varma to airport, it took me 40 minutes in the train, and it was a pleasant journey. Now I'm heading to my terminal. So I've checked in, everything is good, done my security, immigration at the gates now. It's 50 minutes before our flight, but I'm having a bit of worry because the flight from London isn't here yet, so I hope it's a quick turnover, otherwise we'll be delayed, which I don't want. And also feeling a little bit fatigued. I just came here to buy a bottle of water, and a 500 ml bottle of water costs €2.90. So it's cheaper to buy a beer here, which is around €2. So here I've landed back to Heathrow, done with my immigration, heading back to the baggage hall, and I hope you guys like the video. Please do like, subscribe and share, and see you next time.